Extermination issue 5 sees the X-Men grab the seriously injured young Scott Summers as Laura and the others face the Hounds and Ahab. Cyclops, however, is revealed to be Mimic, who dies as the real Scott is found nearby, having been hidden by Mimic. Scott returns his visor to his face and tells Cable that he won't abandon the X-Men. Ahab's twins, meanwhile, continue to turn others into Hounds as Jean tells Cable to take the young X-Men and escape. He can't, however, since being this close to Ahab will mean that the villain can track them. Jean needs to get inside the Hound's head and stop them, and if she doesn't, they are all doomed. As the X-Men continue their fight, Kitty and her team arrive, having freed Bobby and Warren, and the battle heats up as Storm is stabbed by Ahab. Injured, Aurora is attacked by the twins, who turn her into a Hound, causing her to unleash her full power. The lightning she unleashed shatters Cerebro's glass windows, causing the water to rush in. Jean can't get into the Hound's minds, and the young Jean can't get into the twins' heads either. Ahab meanwhile gloats about his weapons, saying that it's the very weapons the X-Men had that will be their undoing. Cable wants to leave, but the young Scott and Jean refuse to leave the X-Men behind. Cable says that they cannot stay since the future depends on them, something Jean should know since she looked into his mind. Scott says Cable is right, and if them being in this time caused this, then they need to go back to their own time. Jean reluctantly agrees, and they call in Bobby, telling him that they are going back in time. Bobby is teaming with his older self, telling him he doesn't want to go back to his old life and pretend to be something he isn't. The older Iceman, however, says that if he hadn't embraced his life, he wouldn't still be living a lie as well. The X-Men all say goodbye to their older counterparts as Cable time slides them all. Ahab goes after them, leaving the children to deal with the rest of the mutants. Cable, however, takes the X-Men to the future, where Ahab got the young mutant children from. Cable wants the X-Men to find the children before Ahab gets them and convince them to help the Hound infected mutants. Jean rushes into the mansion, finding the twins in the kitchen, and sits with them and talks about their powers. The X-Men meanwhile fight Ahab, and Cyclops takes out his flying ship, causing it to explode and crash into the lawn of the mansion. Jean returns to the team and Cable tells them to leave since he will deal with Ahab. The X-Men leave and Cable attacks the villain, time sliding both of them back to the present, where he blows the villain apart as the Hounds revert back to normal. The young mutants return home finally, going inside the mansion and dressing in the clothes they wore before they originally left, knowing that they need to wipe their memories of their adventures so they cannot repeat what happened. Meanwhile, Jean is attacked by the twins, who try and take her as a Hound, but a psychic explosion knocks them out, and in doing so, the remaining Hounds are all reverted to normal. Jean knows that she isn't the one who stopped them, but her younger self did in the future. With the fight over, Cable says Ahab is defeated, since he is now stuck in this timeline now thanks to his ship being blown up. He tells the X-Men to take care of the twins and give them a good home. Teleporting away, the X-Men are left to mourn the 3 friends they lost during Ahab's attack. After they all meet at a diner, reminiscing how they used to do this regularly. Jean toasts to the friends both past and present, and that they may always be with them. Elsewhere in Cable's safe house, Cable tells an unseen person that the young X-Men are back in their own time, and everything is back the way it should be. Handing a beer to the older Scott Summers, Cable tells his father that it's almost time for him to come back as well. Extermination issue 5 was an action-packed, if not a little rushed final issue that saw the young X-Men returned to their home timeline. Parts with the X-Men going back to their time felt really rushed, with all of it just kind of happening over a page. It kind of just felt like they needed to wrap this up this issue. And even the turn to go back was rather quickly. Cyclops just says that they need to, and then suddenly everyone agrees and everyone just quickly rushes back to their timeline. I did enjoy seeing them fighting Ahab, and it was some really great art that lent to the action, and it was really great seeing all these different mutants using their different abilities against Ahab, and it was really fun seeing that sort of stuff. I am really excited to see how the older Scott Summers is back alive now, how Cable factors into it, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that play out in Uncanny X-Men. I'm going to give this issue a 7.5 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my newest video. If you enjoyed it, you might also like to check out my other reviews here on my channel. You can also follow me on various social media platforms like Twitter by searching Matt_FOS, or even join the Comic Multiverse Discord server and chat with other comic book fans, including myself and Joel from Cape Joel. Want cheap comics and trades? Head over to the book depository with the link in the description to get the cheapest trades and comics around, along with free shipping anywhere in the world. Until next time, this has been Matt of the Fortress of Solitude. Thank you so much for watching.